How you doing, guys? This is Peter from Peter's Plumbing. How's everything going? Today we are talking about tankless water heaters, okay? So the basic tankless is 13 kilowatts, okay? That's the smallest one pretty much we put. There are point of use water heaters that we can use at a sink, at an individual sink. But most of the time, the ones we put in the house to replace a tank heater, if it's a small house, 1 to 2 bathrooms, we're using a 13 kilowatt heater, okay? What does that mean? 13 kilowatt heater means it's one cable, okay? There's only one double breaker. So the 13 kilowatt comes with a double breaker, okay? So we replace the existing, maybe you have a 20, 25 amp breaker for your existing tank heater. We're gonna replace it with a 60 amp double breaker for your new tankless heater, okay? So the 13 kilowatt heater has one cable, one double breaker, okay? So the first thing that we check when we're at your house and we're looking to see if you have space, if you want to get a bigger heater, is we look at your panel. We look to see how many amps your panel can hold and how many amps you're actually using, okay? We see if there's extra slots available for breakers, okay? So the one we definitely can do most of the time is a 13 kilowatt. Now, when we move to 18 kilowatt, it changes, okay? 18 kilowatt is a double breaker and 2 double breakers, okay? So it's a double cable and 2 double breakers, okay? For you to be able to put 18 kilowatt, you have to have space in your panel. Now, if you don't have space in your panel, we can always put a sub panel and make space for it. It just makes the job more expensive, okay? So you can go from 13 kilowatt to 18 kilowatt. You could go to 27 kilowatt, and you can even put a 36 kilowatt, okay? 36 kilowatt, we rarely install, okay? That's a little bit of overkill. It kind of depends how many bathrooms, how many people are living in the house, but usually we don't install a 13. Usually we install, the biggest one we install is about 27 kilowatt. That's the normal one that we install. If you have a big house, lot of square feet, you have over 3 bathrooms, you have a lot of people living there, then we will go with like a 27 kilowatt. Okay. Now, it's very, very important that you do this with a licensed plumber. Okay. You do not want to do this type of job with a handyman. A handyman, I've seen so many bad results from people trying to do this with a handyman. Okay. Everything from the hot water not working to the house burning down. Okay. That's the extremes of bad results you can get from doing it with somebody that hasn't been trained or is not qualified in doing this job. Okay, so now another thing we got here, this is a Titan tankless. Okay, this is something that we continue to find all over the place. It continues to be sold. As a plumber, I don't recommend this. I recommend the Rheem. Okay, Rheem is the one that Home Depot sells. It has a great guarantee, and very, very few times have I seen a Rheem malfunction. Okay, now Titan, on the other hand, it has a little bit of a bad reputation in terms of malfunctioning, okay? We have taken out many, many Titans, okay? So that's a little bit of an explanation about tankless water heaters. My opinion, what's my opinion? My opinion is stay with a tank heater. If you have a tank heater and you don't need a space and you don't have, let's say, a jacuzzi where you need constant hot water to be coming out, I will stay with your tank. I'm gonna give you the reason why. Tankless heaters, I've taken out some that were 45 years old. Okay, 45 years old. Imagine that. I've seen Rheems being taken out of the house that were put there in the 1970s. Okay, so I haven't seen a tankless last that long. Okay, the longest I've seen a tankless so far, and again, tanklesses are relatively new. The longest I've seen is about 6 years on the tankless. Okay, that's just my professional opinion as a plumber. But again, if you need the space or if you need the constant water or if you're running out of hot water in your house, then definitely this is the best, okay? Because this will give you constant hot water. You can keep the hot water on all day long and never run out. Now I'm gonna tell you what the difference is. You can stick a 13 kilowatt pretty much in any house. Even if you got 4 bathrooms and you have a big, 6,000 square foot house, you can still stick a 13. I'm gonna tell you what happens. The difference is on the 13, one person can take a shower and they'll be fine. They're not gonna even feel the difference. The difference comes in when you got 2 people taking showers. When you got two people taking a shower, somebody washing dishes, and somebody washing clothes, that's where you're gonna feel the reduction in hot water, the reduction in pressure, okay? So that's where the bigger heaters come in, okay? So if you have a lot of people in the house, and you have more than 2 bathrooms, more than 3 bathrooms, then you start going into the bigger heaters, and then you're able to have, 2 people taking a shower, somebody washing clothes, then you won't feel a reduction in the pressure or in the hot water, okay? That's the difference you're gonna see. Now, if you're one person living in an enormous house and you have a 13, you're never gonna feel a difference, because every time you go to use the hot water, it's gonna be there, it's gonna be constant, and it's gonna have the right pressure, okay? So it's just when there's multiple people using the hot water at the same time. Okay, that was just a little brief explanation. I, give you guys a little tutorial about water heaters, tankless water heaters. Okay, we'll be coming back to you more about other things, about tanks and gas, leak detection. We have a schedule of different things we're going to go over in the near future. All right, thank you for tuning in, and this is Peter from Peter's Plumbing.